When Benjamin Bunny grew up, he married his cousin Flopsy. They had a large family, and they were very improvident and very cheerful.
We don't care, we don't care, we don't care a fig. There's a lettuce in the pantry, though it isn't very big. It won't last tomorrow, I'm sorry to say, but tomorrow is another day. So, we don't care, we don't care, we don't care a bit. Though we haven't any money, we could use it, I admit. We'll get some tomorrow, I'm happy to say, but tomorrow is another day.
I don't remember the separate names of their children, but they were generally called the Flopsy Bunnies. One morning, Cousin Flopsy went to the larder.
Benjamin, the larder is empty. Don't worry, Flopsy. I'll go and borrow some cabbages from your brother Peter Rabbit. He's got a nursery garden. Come on, Flopsy Bunnies. We don't care, we don't care, we don't care a jot. If there's nothing in the larder, Peter Rabbit's got the lot. I'll pay back tomorrow, I'm happy to say, but tomorrow is another day.
So they set off across the fields to Peter Rabbit's nursery garden.
I say, Peter, could I borrow some cabbages from you? Sorry, Benji, I've none to spare. Oh, dear. Oh, well, never mind. We'll pop across the field to the rubbish heap in the ditch outside Mr. McGregor's garden. Come on, Flopsy Bunnies. We don't care, we don't care, we don't care a stitch. Peter Rabbit can't oblige us, but there's plenty in the ditch. The sun in the heaven is shining away, and tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day.
Mr. McGregor's rubbish heap was a mixture. There were jam pots and paper bags and mountains of chopped grass from the mowing machine, which always tasted oily, and some rotten vegetable marrows and an old boot or two.
Hey, Bunnies, we are in luck today. Look, over there, lettuces.
The Flopsy Bunnies simply stuffed the lettuces, and when they had had enough, they sat down in the sun.
How did you know there'd be food in the rubbish heap? How do you always find food for us? Don't you ever get worried that perhaps one day there won't be any?
Not really. All you need is a nose and a little faith. Follow your heart, just where it takes you, and it will take you anywhere you want to go. And if you should ever be in doubt, your heart will always find a simple way out. Follow your heart, follow it blindly, and it will take you on a journey to a star. A million miles need not be very far. Just follow your heart, and there you are.
By degrees, one after another, they were overcome by slumber, and they laid down in the mown grass. Benjamin was not so much overcome as his children. Before going to sleep, he was sufficiently wide awake to put a paper bag over his head to keep off the flies. The little Flopsy Bunnies slept delightfully in the warm sun. From the lawn beyond the garden came the distant clackety sound of the mowing machine. Blue bottles buzzed about the wall, and a little old mouse picked over the rubbish among the jam pots. I can tell you her name. She was called Thomasina Tittlemaus. She was a wood mouse with a long tail. She rustled across a paper bag and awakened Benjamin Bunny.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. But that's all right. Who are you?
My name is Thomasina Tittlemaus, and I'm a friend of Peter Rabbit's.
Then I'm very pleased to meet you. Just a minute. What's that?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I did. It sounded like a footfall.
Just a minute. I'll have a look. I can't quite see.
Oh, yes, you were right. It's Mr. McGregor with a sack full of lawn mowings. Look out. He's going to empty them right on top of us.
Benjamin shrank down under his paper bag. The mouse hid in the jam pot. The little rabbits smiled sweetly in their sleep under the shower of grass. They did not awake, because the lettuces had made them so soporific. They dreamt that their mother Flopsy was tucking them up in a hay bed. Mr. McGregor looked down after emptying his sack.
Hello! What's this? I see some funny little brown tips of ears sticking up through the lawn mowings. There's a fly settling on one of them, and it's moved. I shall have to look into this. Good gracious me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little rabbits.
As he said this, he dropped them one by one into his sack. The Flopsy Bunnies dreamt that their mother was turning them over in bed. They stirred a little in their sleep, but still they didn't wake up. And so Mr. McGregor tied up the sack and left it on the wall. Meanwhile, Mrs. Flopsy Bunny was coming across the fields looking for her children.
Where have the Flopsy Bunnies gone? Where are the Flopsy Bunnies? I searched for them high and low. Where did they go? Where have the Flopsy Bunnies gone? Where are the Flopsy Bunnies? I looked for them everywhere. They were not there. Could they be playing hide and seek somewhere out of sight? Maybe they've lost their way. I hope they'll be all right. Where are the Flopsy Bunnies gone? Where are the Flopsy Bunnies? The naughty things, I loved them so. Where did the Flopsy Bunnies go?
She came along the ditch past the rubbish heap. She looked suspiciously at the sack and wondered where everybody was. Then Thomasina Tittlemouse came out of the jam pot, and Benjamin took the paper bag off his head.
Benjamin, where are the children?
Oh, Flopsy, it's awful. They're in that sack.
Then we must get them out at once. Come along now, help me undo this string.
Oh, but the knot is so tight, and my paws are not made for this sort of thing.
I can't manage it either. Oh, what are we going to do?
Don't worry. I think I have the solution. I'll nibble a hole in the corner of the sack.
Oh, Thomasina, do you think you could?
Just watch me. There! How about that?
The little rabbits were pulled out and pinched to wake them. Then Benjamin and Flopsy stuffed the empty sack with 3 rotten vegetable marrows, an old blacking brush, and 2 decayed turnips. And they all hid under a bush and watched for Mr. McGregor. Mr. McGregor came back, picked up the sack, and carried it off. He carried it hanging down as if it were rather heavy. The Flopsy Bunnies followed at a safe distance.
Look at the way he's carrying that sack, banging and bashing about all over the place. It might have been us. It might have been us. If things hadn't turned out quite the way they did, we would be bouncing in the sack on old McGregor's back. If things hadn't turned out quite the way they did, it might have been us. It might have been us. If things hadn't turned out quite the way we planned, we would be lying, you and I, inside a rabbit pie, and that wouldn't be so good, you understand. What an escape we had, my little friend. This might have been the end. It might have been us. It might have been us. If things hadn't turned out quite the way they have, we would be finished, me and you, completely in the stew. If things hadn't turned out quite the way, in the way, just the way, if things hadn't turned out just the way they have.
They watched Mr. McGregor into the house, and then they crept up to the window to listen.
There you are, my dear. Look at that sack.
That would have hurt if you'd been in it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little rabbits.
Eh? What's that? What have they been spoiling now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little fat rabbits.
What do you mean, you silly old man?
They're in the sack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little fat juicy rabbits.
I'm going to get onto the windowsill.
Careful.
Mrs. McGregor's got hold of the sack. She's feeling it.
They must be very old rabbits. They're so hard. Well, they're all different shapes. They won't be fit to eat. The skins will do fine to line my old cloak.
Line your old cloak? I shall sell them and buy myself tobacco. Rabbit tobacco. I shall skin them and cut off their heads.
She's feeling inside the sack.
What's this? These aren't rabbits. These are vegetables. McGregor, you've done it on purpose.
What do you mean I've done it on purpose?
Oh, I think she's going to throw vegetable marrow at him.
You useless old man. Take this.
Look out! Here comes a marrow!
Oh, that hurt!
Come on, Flopsy. Come on, bunnies. It's time to go.
And so they set off across the fields back to their home.
We don't care, we don't care, we don't care a fig. There's a lettuce in the pantry, though it isn't very big. It won't last tomorrow, I'm sorry to say, but tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day.
So Mr. McGregor did not get his tobacco, and Mrs. McGregor did not get her rabbit skins. But next Christmas, Thomasina Tittlemouse got a present of enough rabbit wool to make herself a cloak and a hood and a handsome muff and a pair of warm mittens. On a warm, sunny afternoon, Benjamin Bunny would still give the same advice to his children.
Follow your heart, follow it blindly, and it will take you on a journey to a star. A million miles need not be very far. Just follow your